You would be paid approximately 150 million taka 15 crore per year to guard this lighthouse. It is a highly coveted position, offering a wealth of perks and opportunities. For instance, there is no boss to answer to. You are completely on your own. You can sleep whenever you wish, go fishing, or do whatever your heart desires. Your sole responsibility would be 018 to ensure that the lighthouse beacon is functioning correctly. If it ever goes out, you simply have to switch it back on. That's it. You wouldn't have to do anything else. You could spend your entire day simply lounging around and sleeping. However, and here lies the twist, despite all these enticing benefits, this is considered one of the most terrifying jobs in the world. 0:36. This is because the lighthouse is situated right in the middle of the open ocean. While stationed there, you would be completely cut off from the outside world, unable to communicate with anyone. A profound sense of solitude would constantly envelop you. Even more frightening is the fact that massive storms frequently rage. In this area, the fury of these storms is so intense that, at times, the ocean 054 waters surge upward, crashing over the very top of the tower. This line of work can even prove fatal. You will soon discover what other grave dangers lurk in this remote location. At this point, observing all this, a question might naturally arise in your mind. Why was this lighthouse built right in the middle of the ocean? What exactly is its function? And why must the beacon of this lighthouse, 111, be constantly monitored? Why can its light never be allowed to go out? To uncover the full story behind this mysterious lighthouse, we must travel back several years in time. In those days, there were no automobiles, no other forms of land transport, and no air routes available for travel. Consequently, the only way to traverse vast distances was by sea. During that era, there lived an extraordinary mariner named 131, Captain Marius. He was renowned for his exceptional ability to navigate the seas and complete voyages even under the most adverse conditions. On one particular occasion, while sailing through a stretch of the ocean shrouded in pitch darkness, his ship struck a cluster of submerged rocks. 01:48 at that time. Ships were constructed primarily from wood. As a result, the hull of the vessel cracked easily upon impact, allowing water to rush in and inflict severe damage. Following this catastrophic accident, Captain Marius devised a solution. He began searching for a way to create something that could provide advance warning to sailors, thereby protecting their ships from encountering such perils. However, the sheer vastness of the Pacific Ocean posed a formidable challenge. The Pacific is so immense that even if the entire landmass of all 7 continents were combined, the ocean's surface area would still exceed their total size. Thousands of years ago, when sailors traversed to 21 this colossal ocean, they possessed absolutely no knowledge of what lay beneath the waves, nor did they have any clear idea of the route that lay ahead of them. At that time, there existed absolutely no technology capable of aiding them in navigation or helping them identify their path. 237 essentially, to cross the ocean in those days, sailors had to rely entirely on the sun, the moon, and the stars for guidance. This lack of reliable navigation often led to additional, unforeseen complications arising during their voyages, much like what once befell Captain Ellis. 253 Captain Ellis was crossing the Pacific Ocean with his crew when, one night, a sudden storm erupted. The entire sky became shrouded in black clouds, and every star was obscured from view. Consequently, amidst the violent tempest, they lost their way. 3:10 when dawn broke, they realized they were completely lost in the middle of the vast ocean. They had nothing left to sustain themselves, neither fresh water to drink nor any food to eat. Tormented by hunger and thirst, the sailors' condition deteriorated rapidly. Despite being surrounded by an ocean of water, they suffered acutely from dehydration. 03:8 Eventually, after enduring immense hardship, Captain Ellis finally sighted land. It was shortly thereafter that the journey to construct the first lighthouse truly began. Alexandria was situated in Egypt, right along the shores of the Mediterranean Sea. At that time, The region was ruled by Ptolemy II PHILADLPHUS.03:46. However, the greatest challenge facing his kingdom at that juncture was its geographical location. If you observe this image closely, you will realize that anyone wishing to enter the city 346 had to navigate through this specific passage and area surrounded by numerous. The waters were strewn with massive rocks. Consequently, when merchant ships bound for the city attempted to navigate this route, they would frequently collide with these stones. Such collisions often resulted in the ship sinking or sustaining severe damage. 04:04 As a result, the number of merchant vessels visiting the kingdom dwindled day by day, causing the state to fall significantly behind economically. To safeguard his realm, Ptolemy sought out Sostratus of Cyanidus, the most renowned architect of that area, and implored him to devise a solution to this predicament. Together, the two men conceived a 420 brilliant idea. They would construct a towering structure rising from the water, featuring a beacon at its summit that would guide ships at sea while simultaneously serving as an early warning system against the submerged rocks below. Acting upon this plan, Sostratus commenced the construction work, yet, even then, he could not have possibly imagined for 38 that the project he was undertaking would eventually evolve into one of the world's most iconic creations, a structure that would come to be celebrated across the globe as the Lighthouse of Alexandria. That magnificent lighthouse stood 384 feet tall and was constructed entirely from white marble. For 56 a perpetual flame burned atop the lighthouse, necessitating a constant supply of oil and wood to keep it alight. Indeed, this very lighthouse would subsequently be recognized as one of the 7 wonders of the world.